What is going on, everybody? Welcome. So for this video, I just want to quickly profile something that I picked up at an estate sale recently. I want to tell you what I paid, how I found it, uh, the research I did, and what my overall sentiment is towards this item. I'd also like your feedback on what this is and my approach to buying this item. Just any thoughts that you may have. So a couple weeks ago, excuse me, I was at an estate sale, and a lot of items in the home were marked, and I thought the prices were fair. I thought it was a very well run estate sale. Um, like most estate sales for homes, there happened to be a garage. I approached the garage, and it was very dirty, very difficult barrier to entry. And I looked around, and I saw old refrigerators, old radios, and things like that. And then I saw a tool rack, and this was behind the tools. And when I say a tool rack, what I mean is there was a cabinet, and there were nails hammered through this, and there were rusty tools hanging off the cabinet. So I approached one of the individuals running the sale, and I asked them if I could get to this sign, and they were very helpful in getting all the tools off. They were very adamant about helping me to get what I want. And in doing so, you can see they were prying nails out of the cabinet and trying not to damage this. Ultimately, damage was done to it because this appears to be some kind of very fragile, very aged plastic. But they did their best, and I was very happy that they were, committed to helping me, because they didn't have to. Nonetheless, when we got to the sign, I asked them how much they wanted, and the gentleman said $5, and I said sold. As soon as other potential buyers got a perspective on this item, they all were aggressively pursuing it. It was mine at that point, and I'm grateful to those around me for not pushing the issue, not blurting out numbers to the person selling this item, because I've been in situations where that has happened. But much respect to the individuals running the sale, and the individuals that were there just to look and buy items. So that's my story behind this. Now let's take a quick look at the size of this piece. It's about 32 inches in length, and it measures about 22 inches. And overall, you can see it's got a raised surface to it. Very old plastic. Now, before I bought this item, I used AI, which is, forgive me, I had to. And AI was able to remove the tools from obstructing this. When I asked AI what the value of this was, when I saw it still mounted to the cabinet, or whatever you would call this, it was a wooden door. It opened. It could have been a cupboard, a pantry, what have you. Nonetheless, AI did a great job in telling me that it's likely an old 1970s advertisement, and that in its condition, it's probably worth $50 to $100. If it didn't have the holes, maybe it'd be worth something like $100. And if it were complete and beautiful, it could have been worth a staggering amount of money. My approach to selling this going forward is I do have an approach to selling it, but I think that's going to be marketplace And I'm saying that because of the utter fragility of this piece. It's so delicate. I have it laid out in my basement, and I'm afraid to move it. I think I'm gonna put a piece of wood underneath it, maybe a piece of wax paper, and then a wood plank underneath it. I'm not gonna try to hang it from a wall or anything because I'm worried about the stress of the weight on these potential cracks, just ripping cracks open. If I do try anything, I might put a support underneath the bottom of it, or if I do try to mount it, I might put like a frame around it so there's support all along the edges and not too much pressure on any one single point. But there you go. So I picked this up at an estate sale for $5. It was a great purchase. Very happy with it. I love vintage advertising. I love it's really the attention to detail in this stuff that I think is lacking in some of these hastily done advertising campaigns now, where most of it's digital, digital billboards, or it's quick prints on it's a 4K or whatever density image on a big glossy sheet of paper. You don't get this anymore. This really textured, artistic creation, to try and get a consumer's attention. I mean, you do and then you don't, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, I thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and if you'd like more videos like this and things that I find in my travels, I'd be happy to do more content like this. And if you're curious, I do have a Whatnot stream and an eBay store link down below. Check me out sometime if you feel inclined, because there's a lot of nice items on there, including items that I find at these local sales. Thank you so much.